Hi, welcome back to QUILT North Block of the Month for 2025 Nordic Echo. This is month 2, and I'm so excited to do this today. I did speed up a lot of the sequences, so if it's going too fast, you can go back to your PDF, or you can slow it down and then mute me so you don't have to listen to me talk really slow. There are going to be 14 small navy triangles, 4 small white, 4 small gray, 2 small teal, and 4 large teal triangles in your kit. First unit we're going to make are some half square triangles. There's going to be 4 gray and navy, 2 navy and white, and 2 teal and white. Just like last month, you can line up those engineered corners and sew them right together, and they come out so wonderful. There's no trimming, which is really nice, and you don't even have the little pieces hanging off the sides. Nothing to do after you sew them except press them, which you're going to see coming right here. In the directions, I recommended pressing to the darker of the 2 triangles, so either the teal or the navy, or the gray. No, not to the gray, to the navy or to the teal, depending on the triangle. This just gives you seams that'll nest throughout the block, which makes things as flat as possible, although there are a lot of seams in this block, so it can get a little thick. Our next unit is going to be some flying geese. There's going to be 4. We sew all the small navy triangles to one side of the large teal triangle, and then I have the pressing instructions going towards the navy, both because it's darker and just I think it leads to a flatter block, less bulk at the top. Here you can see me doing that, and then I'll just show you our next step. Very, very easy. We're just going to sew the other 4 small navy triangles on the large teal triangles to complete those flying geese units. It's I like to line up the far edge, not the point where things are gonna, all 3 pieces are gonna come together, because I think they line up a little better that way, but however you think they come out best is definitely the way to go. So now we're gonna just press the navy out, and then you have your 4 flying geese, and they come out so nice. Then I'm going to show you the next unit we're going to make is these little, I called them half square triangle stacks. The orientation is kind of important, so continue looking at the diagrams in your PDF or pause it here and kind of just, you'll see me kind of rechecking a few times as I'm sewing here, because the first time, you can see there, I had gotten a little turned around, and when the first time I'd sewed them, I got turned around and had to pick them out, which is never anyone's favorite thing. So it doesn't hurt to pause and confirm that you have everything going in the direction you want them to. I pressed all of these units again upward or towards like the darker set, the gray and navy. That does help. Again, everything nest. I had a seam twisted there, you could see. These are a little thick, so really just feel free to press them down or use like a tailor clapper to try to flatten them out. Now we're going to sew the flying geese to the half square triangle stacks. You're going to point the nose, beak of the geese towards the half square triangle stacks. And again, there in your PDF, there is diagrams that'll show you exactly how you want those triangle stacks to be so that everything is in the right direction. I like to sew with the half square triangle stack on top. I think it just, I can keep the seams a little more under control. They don't really nest because the geese seams are pressed outward, so the next set will nest though, so it can, you'll see how when we the fours patch together, things will nest and the seams will swirl. So here's the orientation. The last couple set of seams you need to do, we're going to sew these into basically a 4 patch. And then I pressed each of these so that when I sew the final seam, the seams will go kind of swirled in a circle. On your PDF, there is a, or your sheet, either way, there is a QR code to the same tutorial I put in last month, but it really is a nice video on how to get those seams to go in a circle. The next part of the video, you'll see me, I didn't get a great shot of me picking out those 3 little stitches that can help you to be able to open that center part and wrap the seams around here. But you can see here it comes out and you get this almost little 4 patch in the back, which is fun. So just press everything, and as always, if you want to press everything open, that's absolutely the best way to do it for you. I just don't, because I like to have the option to stitch in the ditch when I am long arming. Here's our block, and thank you so much for doing this with me again. Have a great day.